everybody. Welcome back to Unavowed. Just in the Astroplay station, our first mission.
Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Well, the night is young. You seem troubled. Is something the matter? Whatever for. You have nothing to fear. Not with the veil in place.
What about the mystical spells?
Yeah, it became active when you signed up with us. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
Just sit back, enjoy the case and the chai latte here.
Nobody in the mundane world, no. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily. But that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Good, let's keep going.
It's just simply pointless.
Hey, are you alright? You look a little...
Where are you taking me? I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
This is back when he was infected with the demon.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think he's coming out of it.
Are you all right?
You blacked out, just for a minute, but...
You had a vision. We saw it as well.
A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too. Yeah, psychic runoff. Try not to think about it too hard.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here? I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, everything's digital these days. Right, enough jabbering. Let's go. Well, that just figures, doesn't it? She's not the talkative type, it seems.
Do not feel obliged to answer.
He asked you a question.
Leave her be. I have nothing to say.
Dunno what I'd say. What? And burn the building down? No, there are less destructive ways of getting inside.
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth. It smells very human in here.
Looks like people were squatting here. Half a dozen at least. Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
That is doubtful.
Ow! God damn it.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I tripped over... I have no idea. Can't see a damn thing. That's weird. Come on!
Is there a problem?
The darkness, it's fighting the light.
It always does.
I'm being literal. Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic. Not sure what you're trying to do there. The fuse is obviously blown.
Yes. You catch on quick. As long as I keep it sheathed, mundane society will take no notice of it. You call this neighborhood the village. I came of an age when that term actually applied. This street, it was a long dirt road. Homes were palatial estates, and were few and far between. This city was larger back then, and yet so much smaller. But let us not dwell on the past. Time marches on. We must march with it or be left in the dust. A light source is needed. This is obvious. Agreed. Do not be alarmed. That was just a lost spirit. What you would call a ghost. They are harmless.
Well, it's not like ghosts can exactly do anything.
They have no physical form. We cannot interact with them, nor they with us. It is best to leave them be.
Maybe if I had 4 days to prepare. And even then, a human spirit is no demon. A human ghost requires a more delicate touch.
Death is part of the mundane world. We do not get involved. Let us move forward.
Only one bed in here.
Yes, this room was designated to separate one individual from the rest. Someone of importance, most likely. Or someone undesirable.
So this room either belonged to a cult leader or a prisoner.
Most likely.
I might not know a lot about those things, but don't they need electricity to work? I don't think the power's on in this place. What have you got there? An old fuse? Seems to still be intact. Do these drawings on the wall mean anything to you, Mondana?
I cannot decipher their meaning, but I do get a sense of reverence.
Reverence? Like worship?
It is only a feeling.
Just a sec.
Color me gobsmacked.
It's a forest.
A forest in a basement.
Well, that explains why my fire's so weak down here. Probably a natural defense mechanism for whatever this is.
Could be. Surface. Looks like a hobbit hole. Da-da-da!
Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
Male. Early to mid-60s, I believe. The cause of death is difficult to determine.
He's got vines growing out of him.
If it was, I do not believe it is contagious. Your vision. You were familiar with this building. Whatever happened here, you were involved. Or at least your demon self was.
You don't remember anything. No other visions spring to mind. Well, it was worth a shot.
No doubt your demon covered its tracks well before leaving your mind.
So, who is he?
He has no distinguishing marks. He carries no identification. Whoever this is, it remains a mystery. It is a lost spirit. It cannot communicate.
Are you sure about that?
It does appear agitated. Let us leave it be.
Don't want to bother the pissed off ghost. Let's just leave. Just kind of photo.
Where did you get that? The village, I know what you're talking about.
That is an obvious lie.
Do I look like I care? Just leave me alone. I might not look it, but I'm fine. Tell everyone that Wendy is fine. You don't need to come out here and... Wait, it's you, isn't it? You've come back. I knew it. You're the master. Don't play dumb with me. I'm not that innocent. At least, not anymore. You've done something to your face. You've changed it somehow, but I can tell. It's you.
Curious. She can see past the veil. She must be void-touched.
What touched?
Void-touched. It means...
I don't give a crap what it means. And I don't give a crap about you either, master. Just leave me alone. I already know you're good at that. Why should I? Right. And I'll bare my soul to you because you obviously care so much. You left us. You don't care about anything. So get out of here. Take your new followers and go.
Wait, followers?
You heard me. What do I mean? You left. Left us to fend for ourselves, and it all went to shit. Me, I'm back where I started. Others weren't so lucky. You What? You're serious, aren't you? You didn't just leave us. You forgot about us.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes.
We are trying to piece together what happened. Can you help us?
No, it's done. It's over. If you've forgotten about it, then maybe I can too. Just leave me alone. You never cared, did you? All that time, I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it. You can't prove a damn thing. I mean, whatever. Don't know a thing about it. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just don't. That's crazy. You're crazy. You really don't remember anything, do you? You've even forgotten Jordan, your precious protege. Well, he's gone. No thanks to you. He and I were a thing, kind of. I don't know. We're nothing anymore. He's gone. He left soon after you. He's probably dead. Not that you care. He and I were he's gone. Not that you... Please.
Okay. I won't come back if I don't need to. That's
Just so we are clear, we are not calling you Master.
I'm the key master. Now let's go back and see that computer or something.
This wall drawing means nothing to me. Eli?
Me neither. Although it's different from the art in the other room.
How so?
Outside it was more vibrant, colorful, more creative. It had passion. The art in here is just patterns.
Patterns.
You can see them if you know how to look for them.
Interesting. I do not know what that means yet, but interesting.
Alright. Journal, and there's a password. Let's see. About his girlfriend's name. Alright, what's this all about? Master says I should start this journal explaining who I am and how I got here. Jordan, 3 months ago, I was fired from my job at a crappy electronics store. 2 weeks ago, my landlord evicted me to look into the rent. It's on the street. It only 2 people rich. All the shelters were thought I was confused about. Master found me, brought me here, gave me clothes, warm food, and his laptop. He insists I keep a journal of my experiences here. He also says I should call Master. That's why I'm there, and so if I'm not leaving, heck, if he keeps me alive, I'll call him God. The Master brought a few more people in, they all know the same thing. I was sick, so bad, it's not cancer, so back to my blood. This girl named Wendy, it looks like she used to be in incredible pain, being still cold. It's so hard for me to get warm, but at least I'm not dying. After 3, Master brought us up downstairs, there's a tree growing up to the floor, and 3, Master said it's an awful life, protect us and realize we can be so. He'll teach us how, all we have to do is let it cut us and we bleed on the or, oh my god, the energy, oh man, let's grab it more, some more, feel sick again. Chapter 5, I've never felt this good, the pulse completely left my body, the old dust pop is bumped on, it's been normally, and just walking around about the pray and praise the Master. Chapter 6, there's 7 of us now, the Master's been cutting us every few weeks, it seems crazy, but we heal up right away and we're healthy, that's the important thing, praise the Master, I'd be dead if it wasn't for him, we all would. Chapter 7, Merry Christmas, the tree is growing, there's grass on the floor in the basement, it's concrete, the Master, everything is possible. Good, the Master was to leave for a while now, who put in charge? Me, in charge, and so on, and maybe I should pass her to check this laptop since I'm so important now. It's nice having my privacy, what's kind of lonely here, asked her if she was staying the night with me, she said yes. Chapter 10, I kept the old guy, he burned like crazy, I had to run out with bad bandages, my God was okay. 11, it's freezing in here, get up the radiator full blast, does nothing. Looks like the smell is wearing off or something. Well, Wendy is limping, milk has coffee, I'm gonna start sugaring. Ritual doesn't work anymore. Master, where are you? You've been gone almost 2 months. Entry 13. I can barely feel the keys. Enter them. I can't help these people anymore. I can't help myself. Entry 14. I have to leave. I'm sorry, Master. I can't do it. I'm in charge. I'm sorry. Okay.
Blood rituals used for healing. That is perverse and wrong.
It may be wrong, but it does explain the forest downstairs. It's unspent life energy. It created excess life.
Beauty can hide all manner of evil, Eli. You know this more than anyone.
Oh, it's nothing. Just a little run-in with a golem and a succubus that got a...
A story for another time?
Right. Blood rituals, dark magic, that stuff.
Yes, Eli. Bad stuff.
If I understand that journal, which means that only you, or rather your demon, could perform it.
Then why leave Jordan in charge?
That's a good question. One more reason to track it down. In the meantime, I really want to know more about this ritual. After you?
Well, there's somebody who can tell us more about the ritual. Wendy.
I knew I should have tossed that computer. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. You proud of yourself, Master? Like hell you weren't. You were the one who taught us. You took us all in. You saved us, I guess. Maybe. Every month you'd do the ritual. You'd cut one of us. We'd bleed on the altar. Then you'd say those words, and we'd heal. Better, stronger, faster than before. It was like a drug.
Life energy. That's what you were being fed. That explains the wildlife in the basement. It must be residual life magic.
Whatever it was, it felt good. It all ended, is what happened. Jordan was so happy when you put him in charge. He tried, he really did. But he just got too sick. Whatever you did to us, the healing, it stopped working when you left. So he put me in charge. Me. And I just made things worse. I failed everyone. I was supposed to help them, but instead I cut with a knife. I said those stupid words again and again and again. It didn't work, so I had to try harder.
The murdered man. In the basement. You took the blood ritual too far.
It was an accident, I swear. Yeah, I put him on the altar. I took the knife and I killed him. By accident. I must have been nervous. I thought that was the end of it, but then...
His spirit. It came back.
It was horrible. He couldn't stay. Every time it saw us, it would scream. Yes, and so I came here. I don't want to be around people anymore.
You speak the truth.
You believe me? Hooray.
It is not a matter of belief. I simply know what truth is. Thank you for sharing it with us.
There's no point in lying anymore, is there? The Master here was just as much involved as me, and something tells me you aren't going to turn him in. You think I'm an idiot? I tossed it down a storm drain.
What? Why did you do that?
What do you think? It's probably halfway to Jersey by now, and good riddance. Cerebral palsy on my left side. It was bad before. I could barely handle sewer duty. It's much worse now. You seriously don't remember? The pipes in the building leaked. Overflow from the sewer. It was disgusting. You couldn't exactly call a plumber, so you made us go into the sewer and drain it from there. We went down there so much, Jordan had to swipe a key to the control panel. You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before. But whatever. It's to the right of the control panel, behind one of the pipes. Don't do me any favors. This mess is yours, Master. Do whatever you like. If I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
She threw the knife down a storm drain. Damn it. I can't blame her, but damn it. Magically imbued tools take weeks to make. I really hope to study it.
You'll find it.
Are you lifting with your knees?
Yes. Bracing. Fortuitous that I have kept up my training.
It's all good. We'll see you.
At least the rain is washing away most of the smell.
If not the heat, I am positively sweltering. I admit...
Be careful. The heat in this room is kind of off the scale. Eli Beckett. Mage, accountant, and plumber. And sometimes all three. Huh. Looks like Wendy was right.
It's the key in the control panel.
Turn it on! For the love of God, turn it back on! Wait. Master? Master! Master, is that you? No, you just can't leave me. Not again. Not yet. Please. I know. I failed you. I couldn't leave them. I was too weak. I tried so hard, but it was just too much. I was, yes. But I'm not sure who I am anymore. Do you remember, Master? How you found me? Frozen, half to death on the street? I almost died. You saved me. You healed me. Brought me back from certain death. That was no demon. It was you. You were so kind. You showed me how to heal. We were going to heal the entire city. But I couldn't do it without you. When you left, the power left too. The chill, the cold, it came back. I couldn't stop it. It just got worse and worse. I couldn't heal myself, let alone anyone else, so I left. I had to find something, anything that could help me get warm again.
Looks like you found it.
I know! You warned me that that spell was dangerous. I didn't listen. But I was so desperate. I was freezing to death. The bed in that homeless shelter wasn't warm enough. You taught me a spell that would let warmth into my heart. So I spoke it. Then this happened. Yes, they were the only ones who would take me in.
No, you misunderstand. The shelter burned to the ground.
Was anyone hurt? I didn't mean for this to happen. Help me, Master. I know I don't deserve it, but please, help me before I hurt anyone else. Anything you want.
The knife was tossed down here.
The knife? You mean your knife? Yes, I saw it fall down here. I took it. I hid it, just in case you ever came back.
Could you get it for us? I'd love to study it.
I suppose, after you help me? I didn't want to leave them. Wendy, least of all. She leads them now. She's keeping them all safe.
Killed someone on the altar.
She what? Why would she do that?
Standard escalation. More blood, more power.
I want this to end. Please, just let it all end.
I've been trying, but the fire, it's different. It's self-generating, self-sustaining. Even submerging himself in water couldn't snuff him out. I've never seen anything like it. I need to know more about his condition before I can even attempt a cure.
Master, this is all too much. I served you faithfully, then you left when I needed you the most. How do I know you won't leave again? Cure me? Help me? Do that and I will get the knife for you gladly.
He's not gonna give me that.
Thank you, Master.
It's gonna do that.
Poor guy.
He played with powerful magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens of innocents.
He was desperate. He made a human mistake.
In that, we are in agreement.
It's here somehow. This means I need to talk to the cop.
Evening, sir. Who wants to know?
In the neighborhood, I've been on vacation.
Ooh. Welcome home, I guess. Count yourself lucky that the fire didn't spread. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter. Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital, but the people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance. That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back. They went out of business, didn't they? Squatters were living in that building for a while, but I think they've cleared out.
You let them stay there?
The owner never filed a complaint, so legally we weren't required to investigate. Didn't stop us from keeping an eye on the place, though. Nothing we could see from the outside, no. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly high on our priority list. No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back. Oh, really? Give me one reason. Your sister, huh? Well, like I told you, they brought everyone to Beth Israel. If your sister was here, she was probably brought there.
Probably shouldn't call the cop an idiot. Let me check. She wasn't there. Things like inside.
Then I don't know what to tell you. What do you expect to find here, anyway? If there is any kind of clue in there, it's probably burnt up. I'm sorry, but I really don't know what I can do for you. Jesus. I'm sorry. I can only imagine. But really, I don't know what...
I should start to stop and stare at him soulfully.
Oh, jeez, don't look at me like that. Damn it. Fine, get in, quick, before I change my mind. Just don't make me regret this.
That was an impressive performance.
I feel like I should applaud. Or maybe shout bravo.
You certainly have a flair for deception. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for.
can probably take care of this.
Is something the matter?
Ice cold. Frozen solid.
Huh. Interesting.
Is it possible putting this on fire not too long ago?
I know. Bizarre contradiction, isn't it? That's magic for you.
So you believe this is magic related?
Are people still saying duh? Because, well, duh.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities. They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed. Come on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
Good to have someone around here to polish ice. Okay.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
Take ice block as a cold transformed inside the body of the shape it's like a body. I don't know.
Now that it's out of the open air, the warm rain is coming down. I should be able to... Jesus! Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire. Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh. Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say.
Let's see. Vote. Crap, it's Jordan.
Yes, I'm as surprised as you are. The quality of that photo isn't so great, but it's definitely the same guy.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed.
Possible. You saw on the line.
I know. And if his body is dead, that can only mean one thing. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame.
It's kind of like a ghost, like a fire ghost. So that's pretty cool.
No, we can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Look, I hope your sister's okay. I really do. Just don't come back here, okay? I could get into some serious trouble.
I think cops are so bad at their jobs. They find the giant block of ice at a body. It's in a locker.
Eli,
It's still frozen.
you are scratching the buttons of your coat again, with your fingernail.
I am.
Yes. You are not even aware of it, are you?
Why is this a big deal?
It indicates a loss of control. It is minimal, but
Right. I know. I'll work on that.
thank you.
That's OCD.
Master?
That's the Shelby boy.
You did? What did you find?
Froze to death in the shelter.
What? I'm dead?
No, you're alive. You're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master. You should have left me to die.
About that night.
No! You said you'd help me! I don't care if I'm dead!
Well, we do have one option. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing,
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
it will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
No, no, it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
There will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
Stay down here? Like this? I can't. This needs to end.
Agreed. He cannot stay here, and he is much too dangerous to leave loose. This needs to be settled now.
Besides, it's only a matter of time before some sanitation worker comes down here and gets the shock of his life. And if they don't, he'll be stuck there forever.
So the alternative is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
Eat what?
No. His flames are the source of his energy, and will provide most of the fuel required. I will lend him the rest. The effect on me will be minimal. I will recover. But you are not in his shoes. You cannot make that choice for him.
And neither can you.
That is true. Jordan, what say you?
I can't. This is all too much. Master, I know you've done your best. Whatever you decide, I will do. I don't know. Yes, Master, you were right. Maybe this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension. Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
I guess he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing? Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Really, really glad. But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much. His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know? I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void. Opening the way was more difficult than anticipated. It took all of his energy and a good portion of mine. He did retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.
Okay, back at the headquarters. Let's catch up with the other people here.
Good. You are awake. I was hoping to talk to you. There is nothing to worry about, I assure you. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts. I am curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment? It would be foolish not to be. You have encountered many changes very quickly. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life. You misunderstand me. Your old life, your life on the stage, prepared you for this. It made your mind flexible, open to new ideas, and new ways of thinking. In this day and age, that is more important than ever. We are an ancient institution. We need new energy, new minds, new hearts. The Unavowed has been without that for a very long time. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now. Yes? Yes. Lies and falsehoods make jinns uncomfortable. We cannot abide the sensation. Of course, the ability to detect a lie is often useful in the field, so I have accepted it. That is remarkable. I only detect faint traces of falsehood within you. I can see why you chose the stage as a profession. You truly believe the words you say. Still, please try not to lie to me again, even in jest. Think of fingernails on a chalkboard, but inside your brain. Jinns cannot abide to speak a lie, let alone listen to one. Indeed, no jinn could. It gives us physical pain. Of course, this means that jinns resort to mind tricks and verbal trickery. You can trust me to tell the truth. I have no desire to trick you or anyone else. My purpose is to serve the Unavowed. Nothing more, nothing less.
Sounds like something someone is gonna trick me.
This is why nobody trusts the jinn. One always looks for a hidden meaning. Mind games and wordplay are silly. I find them tiresome. So I have focused my efforts elsewhere. I hope you will grow to trust me. And that is the truth.
I know you well, but I think I can trust you.
Thank you. That is appreciated.
Questions about yourself?
Me? What do you want to know?
Where'd you learn to use the sword?
Like with most things, I learned it at my mother's knee. Well, not literally. She was usually cutting off other people's knees, but the metaphor holds. Yes, but I prefer not to dwell. Ask me questions if you must, but not. I will do my best to answer. I believe we made the right choice with Jordan. When he disappeared across the void, he seemed content, less conflicted, more determined. I am sure you will make a life for himself there. Thank you.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just reading some old texts with Fireside. Something like that. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a bit of a strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers. It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring. Ah well. See you at the meeting. Fire away. That's right. Back in my mundane days, back before my powers kicked in, I worked at the firm Weisel, Meltzer, and Sherman. There used to be a Beckett somewhere in the middle of that, but, well, you know. Yep, I was damn good at it too. I made partner in 5 years, worked at the firm for another 20. You had to know things to be an accountant back then. No computers to do half your job for you. And to make partner, you had to crunch numbers in your sleep. Me? I ate them for breakfast. Well, it was. For me anyway. Lining up numbers in my head, making them dance, and do what I wanted. My boss used to say it was like magic. Turns out the old man was being literal. Who knew? Yeah, throwing a fireball or preparing your tax return. Tomato, tomato. It's all just numbers, and I'm really good at equations and numbers. Always have been.
Realize magic is math. I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm asking you about some of the pictures on your walls.
Sure, I guess. We were feeding the birds. What? You expected something else? There's nothing special about it. Just an ordinary day. I am? Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. The picture was taken in 77, 78, around 5 years after my powers kicked in anyway. I'd buried myself down here, studying old books, experimenting with spells, trying to come to terms with everything. Then Mandana dragged me out to the park. We fed the birds. It was nice, normal, ordinary. I felt human, and I can never forget that. Not ever. Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. Could we not talk about this yet? You know what they say. If it's yours, put your name on it. But yeah, that's my house. Well, 50 years ago it was my house. Had to leave it behind when my powers kicked in. And the worst part? I was only 5 installments away from paying off the mortgage. Yeah, but I kinda don't want to talk about them now, if that's okay. Yep, that's me, hard at work. I can even remember the account I was working on. This dress manufacturer in Midtown, booming business, lots of numbers, tons of paperwork. Took me months to sort through it all. I loved every minute of it. Sure. I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away. Someone's been telling tales out of school, huh? I used to have a pretty normal life. Then one day I set my office on fire. With my mind. Then stuff happened and Mandana found me. She brought me here. The rest is, well, history.
Stuff happened.
Yep.
What kind of stuff?
I bared my soul enough for one day. Barely even know you. Let's talk about something else. Sure.
Talking serious. What's your thoughts on your last
I don't know. I just keep thinking about Jordan, wondering if he's okay. I'm gonna live a long time, but even when I'm dust in the wind, he'll still be out there. I only hope he's still himself. Right. See you around.
To send you aid would leave our own domains undefended. You know this, Kalash.
Undefended against what? Ours is the only domain under attack.
Your charter is quite clear. Recruitment is your responsibility.
You accuse me of negligence. Just how many agents are currently in your employ?
That is precisely the point. We have no agents to spare. I am sorry, Kalash.
So am I, Erelax. New York is getting overwhelmed. When that happens, they will come for you.
Then we must be ready when it comes. Aralax out.
May Jahannam swallow you whole. Ah, you heard that, did you? Lady Aralax, head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. It is no secret that threats have been escalating. I had hoped to appeal for aid and fill up our ranks. Alas, we are on our own. I respect Lady Aralax, but I should have known better. Never ask a dragon for anything. You will always regret it.
She's a freaking dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear that right? You're speaking of dragon?
A dragon at the head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. Yes. She is old. Stuck in her ways. I suppose the same could be said of most of us. A magic phone? I suppose that is one way of describing it. There are shards of this crystal in every branch of the Unavowed. It allows us to communicate, for whatever good that does. Yes, duty calls. I have appealed once more for aid. It has been rejected.
Huh. This is my surprised face.
Why do you bother with those cowards, Father?
Show some respect. They are correct. Stubborn, but correct.
They shouldn't send help.
I didn't say that. I said that there are rules, and they are following them. Each branch is responsible for its own defense and recruitment. In this respect, I have been negligent.
So have all the branches, Father. A sudden rise in threats would have caught any city unprepared.
And we're that city. Lucky us.
I shall appeal again, rest assured. In the meantime, let us go over last night's events.
I think it went pretty well.
That is to be determined. Daughter, I trust you have recuperated from your ordeal with the fire elemental.
I have. There do not appear to be any other ill effects.
So you aren't entirely positive.
I took all the necessary precautions, but one is never entirely positive.
Then I will have to accept that. However, I am deeply concerned that this mundane was able to acquire such a powerful spell in the first place.
I think we started at home.
Yes, but why? Why would a demon do such a thing?
Why do demons do anything?
To create havoc, obviously. Why else?
No, this was too focused, too targeted. We are not dealing with a mindless spirit bent on chaos and destruction. This demon had a plan, a purpose. We need to learn what it was.
Funny you should say that.
Ah, I know that look. You did as I asked, Mage Beckett?
Yes, I did, sir. And it worked. Well, working. It's not quite done yet.
What are you referring to?
Oh, the ritual knife. I did a thaumaturgic scan on it. Hold on, I'm getting to that. The knife was imbued with a very specific energy signature. Your demon's energy, to be precise. It's connected to you, and you alone. That's why you were the only one who could use it properly. Which means we can track it. No. Not exactly. The demon's out of your body now. Its energy signature has changed. I can only track where it's been when it was in your body.
So where did the demon take me?
It was busy, I'll say that much. It was all over the map. I'm trying to narrow it down to the areas of greatest activity, but it's slow going. So far, the scan's got you pegged in 2 places. The Bronx, around Gun Hill Station, and Staten Island, by the ferry terminal.
That's all the information you got.
That's it. That's all we've got to go on.
Very well. Check both areas for void activity and any sign of the demon. We'll show those idiots on the council what New York is made of. Meeting adjourned.
The hour grows late, and the trail grows cold. Let us be off.
The Bronx and Staten Island? Good thing I refilled my Metro card last week.
And we're back on the subway. So, guess we'll figure out where we're gonna go next time on Adventure Time. So, have a good rest of your week, everybody. Bye.